The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. Do you have those agreements in your life and you made them a long time ago and you started doing something because you felt like it was the correct thing to do, and now every time you do it, it drains you. You don't feel good. But yet, you feel obligated to continue doing it. And I don't know where I got to this point, where we as women got to this point where we made some type of agreement, and it seems that we don't have the right to change our mind. Maybe it needs to be phrased differently. Instead of saying, I've changed my mind, maybe there should be this internal evaluation of why. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this because I am afraid of some unknown path? Am I doing this because I'm afraid if I stop, then somebody's not going to love me anymore? Am I doing these things out of fear? Am I doing these things because I don't feel like I have the right? As I am evaluating what I want to do the next few months, I'm having to sit down and look at how I'm spending my time and what I have prioritized. And why have I done that? Am I getting the fulfillment, the return? So much of life at times it's like we use this savings account analogy. And if we put $5 a week into a savings account, it doesn't seem like much today. It's only $5. But over time, we build up and we have a larger amount. And we can use that analogy with that savings account, and we can see the actual increase there. But we don't necessarily see that with relationships or with a job. I mean, we enter into a lot of agreements based on faith that it's going to go somewhere, that it's going to have more value. And is that really enough of a why? And I have started projects over the last 15 years, and I had really great intentions, and I wanted them to go somewhere, and I wanted it to turn into something else. And they didn't. I had relationships that I had invested time hoping that we could build a life together. There was enough commonalities between the two of us that it really did feel like it could go somewhere else. Until it didn't, until it all fell apart. And it just got me thinking how I need to really focus on my why. Why am I doing this? Why am I investing my time and effort and energy into certain things? And can I be very specific? Like what return am I getting now? And I think that's another trap that I have fallen into. I'm investing time into something. I don't have a lot of gratification now, but I am assuming that I'm going to have delayed gratification. And that's where I'm finding out a lot of times is, am I the only one that has invested into something and it's not really fun right now? It's not always the thing that I really want to be doing, but I'm hoping that over time that little daily investment, weekly investment, whatever it is going to build into something else. But I'm realizing that sometimes that day isn't coming. So I'm back to the why. Why am I doing that? Why am I doing this? Maybe I need to shift how I am prioritizing things in my life. It's easy to push off fun, and it's easy to push off something that doesn't seem like it has a return. Like, that's a waste of energy. Just to go have fun sometimes seems like a waste of energy. Somewhere deep in my programming, I am still working through this. I have to work hard to get the return. And that's not always the case. And maybe I need to switch up my philosophy and just have some fun. Just really waste some time without feeling guilty, without feeling like I shouldn't. Do something that isn't going to have some delayed gratification. Just to have fun. That is my why. I have a few different projects right now that I'm working on. And again, none of them have this instantaneous return. It's at best a year or two, if it does even turn into something else. And as I'm looking at my whys, it seems like a lot of it is based on hypotheticals, that there is no guarantee they're going to come around. And even when I look back to relationships that didn't work out, and I don't know if any of you are like me, where you stay longer than you really should have because it was almost like both of us were waiting for the other one to end it. Like both of us knew that things weren't flowing and that, we weren't connecting on the same levels, but neither one of us wanted to be the bad guy. Why am I not breaking up? Like, why am I with this person? I don't know, because we're not connecting. Why am I not breaking up with this person? Because I'm afraid. Because we made a commitment 15 years ago when we were completely different people, and now we've changed and we don't connect, and then the why has changed, but it's still hard to take that action. It's still hard to change direction and course and redirect. And as I am getting older and time feels like it's speeding up, that why is really just front and center. And maybe my why just needs to be because it feels good in the moment. This brings me joy. This brings me happiness. This doesn't. Like, I don't feel good when I'm around this person. So why am I still doing it? And I also hear people saying, because I've made this commitment to them. But you're miserable. So this is what the interaction and the exchange is energetically connected on being miserable. So what is your why? I don't know. I guess those are just things that I am looking at right now. And if I don't know my why, that is also a big flag as well. Because I'm really not. The more that I age, it's really becoming clear that I'm not investing for some future. Like, this is the future that I was trying to build towards. And I mean, I still have years, I still have decades, but there's still this mindset that I am needing to adjust. That there really isn't this long-term goal, this sacrifice in the moment for delayed gratification. And that kind of goes back to the last pod that I did. Like, I'm not in the sacrifice era anymore. I'm in the sanctuary era. And so the why is changing. The why has changed. And I need to have a more frequent evaluation. None of this will wait and see tomorrow and we'll see if the relationship is better tomorrow. No. I know I hold on to things longer than I should. And that's another why. Like, why? Why do I do that? Why does it matter? Why does anybody care? Why do I care? These are all just really good questions. I really need to start leading with my why. And be honest and truthful and just let it go. If it really doesn't matter and it doesn't make me feel good and it doesn't bring me joy. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at more Tracy Talks. And until next time,